I was gonna go back inside, but I had another thought. Nurture your positivity. A friend of mine, she, I love her and I talk to her, and sometimes she lets, some of the negative emotions, which she's entitled to, believe me. Bad situation with her ex, divorce, all sorts of things that she has a right to be angry, God knows. But like I was saying on my last video, you can't let those things interfere with where you want to go. So, here I am, I'm thinking about my last video, and I'm walking along, and I see this little tree here. See that? It's got this layer of protection all around it. It's in the middle of this mound that let it grow from a seedling. You could have all the negativity in the world. You could say to yourself, wow, I'm so angry and I've got such a bad attitude that, that the positive part of me is just 0.1% amid all of it. But most of us have that tiny little fraction of a seed, no matter how little it is, no matter how angry you are, no matter where you grew up, no matter what your circumstance was. And in order to make it grow, that's what you got to do, just like you do to the tree. You plant it somewhere with a fortress around it, and you say, I'm going to let that positivity grow. I'm going to put that wall around it, that moat, make sure that it's got room, that it's not touched and influenced by all the negativity that it's around it. And I don't mean negativity out there. There's negativity sometimes in here that you can't avoid. That's the worst. I mean, you can avoid people and you can avoid, all sorts of people around you. It might still affect you, what they think and feel, but you can avoid those people. The hardest thing sometimes is avoiding yourself. It's avoiding the feelings and the thoughts that are going on inside of you at any given time. We all have them. We all have that. And so being able to nurture, again, no matter how small it is, a little seed of positivity and keep it growing, that is important for our entire lives. Because the only way that we really can achieve things is being unburdened by things. So some people do it in a negative way. Basically, they shove it in a box and they never see it again. They're alcoholics, they've got different issues, they've got things that they put somewhere and they never see those issues again, and suddenly one day they explode. Well, you don't want to be one of those people. What you do want, what I want, is I want to be able to capture that positive, and I just want to let it keep growing. That's important for yourself, for the long term and for the short term. So, for example, I was thinking in the case of my friend, she's got a lot of these things. She's still got to deal with her ex-husband because they're married, they had kids together. By the way, it's not somebody I'm involved with, she's a friend. And so she still has to deal with this person no matter what. It's still the father of her children. There's still a connection there that she cannot avoid. But she can't let the anger and the feelings about it influence her becoming the best version of herself. So today I'm going to talk to her about that. Because she's too good of a person. She deserves much, much more. And you may know somebody in your life that's like that, you know, and you see it. You see that they're being influenced by all the negative things that are around them. You see that they're being influenced even by their own thoughts. What you can do as a friend, what you can do as somebody that loves them, you can go and say, hey, I got to talk to you for a minute. You've got to let go of all of those negative things, the ones from the inside and the ones from the outside. And believe me, once you do that, you are going to be free. You will be able to do amazing things with your life. You've just got to let it go. What's more important? Letting that go and having an amazing life, or relitigating all the negative stuff that's going on in it? What's more worth your time? What's more worth your time? To me, that answer is really simple. There is no contest. So if you find yourself in that situation, do the same. What happens to you is more important than all that negativity. Where you're going is more important than where you've been. Always. So that's my thought. Thanks. Bye.